What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another ranking video. It's only fitting I do a ranking on this game. This is a redo ranking I did like 5 years ago, and well, now that I've been playing these games, my opinions has changed a little bit. Today we're going to be ranking the Super Mario Galaxy levels. This is based on my pure enjoyment of each of the galaxies and how fun it is to get stars. Also, yes, you're going to see ads on this because I still don't know how to fix this. I don't know why there's been more ads on this site lately, but yeah, we're just gonna rank some galaxies. First off, we have is Gateway Galaxy. This is the tutorial level, a tutorial-like galaxy where you meet Rosalina for the first time. I mean, that scene hits pretty hard for me as a Rosalina fan, but aside that, it's your standard, like, getting into the game kind of galaxy. But just because you meet Rosalina, I give it a B tier. I'm biased, okay? And also, there's the purple coins with the Flying Mario power-up that you use a whopping one mission and another time in the hub world. So, yeah, cool, Nintendo. Alright, next up we have is Good Egg Galaxy. This is the beginning, the real beginning of the game, and it really shows. It shows, like, the theme that really fits Super Mario Galaxy. It's like a banger theme, and the levels themselves are just really fun to explore. This is gotta at least be an S tier, honestly. It may be one of the beginner ones, but I say it's a really great one to start off with. So yeah. Alright, next up we have is Honey Hive Galaxy. This is another beginner one where you learn the Bee Mario, which isn't the most interesting power-up in the world, but you get introduced to some bees, Honey Queen, and a nice place like a forest that's, you know, with honey and bees. I give it like an A tier. Maybe that's a good placement. Alright, next up we have is Loop-de-Loop Galaxy. Alright, as much as I love Galaxy, I don't really like these missions in particular. There's two of these, but it kind of depends on my mood. I personally give these ones, I don't know. I think it's an interesting idea, surfing on the Manta and trying to beat records, but I think the amount of bumps just makes this less fun in my opinion. So, unfortunately, this has to go in D tier. I know it's pretty harsh, but yeah. These smaller galaxies are probably going to rank low, maybe with a few exceptions we'll get into later. I'm also going to rank Mario Galaxy 2's galaxies later on, so be on the lookout for that. I gotta combine both, you know. Alright, next up we have is Flip Switch Galaxy. Not much more I need to say, just hit all the flip switches and get a star. The background's cool, I guess, but yeah, probably a D tier. Alright, next up we have is Bowser Jr.'s Robot Reactor. There's not much I can say about this one. What am I saying? Of course there is. You meet Bowser Jr., of course. And you fight a giant robot. This is the first real boss fight, and it really goes hard. So, yeah. A tier, honestly. I really like this boss fight, honestly. So, yeah. Alright, next up we have is Sweet Sweet Galaxy. I love sweets. And the theme is Super Mario Bros. 3. It's basically a platforming, be very really careful platforming because there's holes in the sweets. And basically, you just make your way through. It may be a short one, but I say it's a good one. So, I give it a B tier. Alright, next up, Space Junk Galaxy. Guys, you already know me. I've used this song so many times in my videos for a reason. It's one of the most peaceful songs ever, and the level design itself is just, it really feels like you're in space. This is the tone, this is the galaxy that defines Mario Galaxy in my opinion. So for that, top of S. You know what? No, let's actually, I'm getting right into this right now. That this is, in my opinion, my favorite galaxy in this game. So, you know what? I should do like 5 S's just for this alone because I love this galaxy so much. There you go. Alright. Alright, next up, Rolling Green Galaxy. Some people seem to not like these rolling the ball missions in Galaxy, but personally, I don't mind them, honestly. This first one is like, you know, you're trying to learn this stuff. Playing it for the first time, maybe it could be brutal, but personally, I've played these games for long enough, I don't really have issues with them personally. But, I don't know, I think they're pretty fine for what they are, honestly. I wouldn't do it again, personally, but I don't know, I found these kind of fun in my opinion. I kind of like these more than the surfing ones, honestly. So, yeah, give it like a solid B tier. Next up we have is Balrog Galaxy. This galaxy feels like you're really on the mission with a bunch of cannonballs and ball bombs everywhere, and the theme really feels like you're really on the adventure, so that alone gives it an A tier. I don't know, I think there's some galaxies I kind of prefer a little more, but the setting itself, I'd say it's at least fair A. Alright, next up we have is Hurry Scurry Galaxy. These platforms you step on, you disappear. You basically get rid of them to you know, get a star. Not much more I need to say. It's a D tier. Alright, next up we have is Bowser Star Reactor. It's a fortress to Bowser, of course. And you get to play that. You get to hear that Mario 64 Bowser theme, the Star Road theme, I believe it's called. And you fight Bowser. I really love the Bowser fight. Probably my favorite Bowser boss fight in 3D Mario to this day. It's an A tier because we're gonna get to other ones I find a little more enjoyable. All right, next up we have is Sling Pod Galaxy. This is a galaxy a lot of people have trouble with, and I don't really blame them. It's basically a you fling with the webs for majority level and avoid obstacles. It's okay. I played this game for long enough, and maybe you can grind star bits if you keep dying, but yeah, giving it like a C tier to be honest. Alright, Beach Bowl Galaxy. This is another song I have in my videos, honestly. Yeah, for reasons. This is like one of the galaxies I want to explore. It's a huge beach location. Getting all the stars, no matter which one you're getting, always feels enjoyable to get, honestly. So, this alone, I think is another S tier. Beach area, and the theme is great. And exploring underwater is nice. It may be small, but man, there's just a lot of stars. All the stars are enjoyable to get, in my opinion, so yeah. Alright, Bubble Breeze Galaxy. This is the galaxy we get introduced to the bubble mechanic. It's fine, I guess. Not much more I can say other than avoid obstacles with the bubble. If you get hit once, you're screwed, basically. So yeah, maybe like a C tier. Next up we have is Ghostly Galaxy. A spooky mansion. And handled really well. You get to use the Boo Mario, which, not the best power-up, but one of the funniest power-ups. You save Luigi. And you fight one of the best boss fights, in my opinion, Poltergeist, I believe the name is. I know some people seem to not be a fan of the Prancer Comet boss fight of it, but I just really love the boss fight. And, like, I love the race with the Boo. Honestly, this is another S tier. So, yeah. Alright, Booyah Base Galaxy. I'm meant to put in B tier, unfortunately, for this one. Booyah Base. Listen, the song goes hard. Easily one of Galaxy's best. But the level itself is kind of too small for me to rank it any higher. It's basically underwater, and you, I think, sink the whole area, or opposite, or whatever, to get to the star. It's fortunate that this is small. I would have rated this higher if it was a little bigger, but the theme carries it, so yeah. Alright, next up we have is Bowser Jr.'s Airship Armada. There's something very interesting about going from airship to airship on this one. The boss fight is really nostalgic for me, honestly. Like, it's not the most interesting galaxy in the world, but I weirdly like it. I probably still give it, I don't know, I kind of like this one. Maybe A tier. Alright, not bad. Next up we have is, I think that's Drip Drop. Yeah, Drip Drop Galaxy. So basically, I think this is, this is the one where you kill the eels and this water atmosphere, and yeah, it's not much more I can say. It's fine. Maybe like a C tier. There's a better water level that I can talk about later. Gusty Garden Galaxy. We can all talk about the song of Gusty Garden song, but no one ever talks about the galaxy itself? Okay, maybe that's not true, but that's just how it be, because Nintendo loves remixing this song, but for good reasons, honestly. I still love this song no matter what, and this galaxy is a banger. Like, I love the setting. Getting the stars here is always a treat, and yeah, this is an S tier easily. Not my favorite galaxy ever, but it's up there. Alright, next up we have is Freeze Flame Galaxy. This isn't a gimmick that's new to platformers, but an ice level and also a fire level is always really special to me. And that's pretty much what it is, honestly. One mission you're doing in ice area, next mission you're doing lava. Honestly, seriously one of the best ones. S tier. Alright, Dusty Dune Galaxy. This is one of the few big galaxies I kinda don't care for. Wow, shocker. I don't like another desert world. I'm sorry. I wish desert worlds were interesting, but they aren't. I love the gimmick of the tornado you spin through, but getting the stars here is always kinda miserable in my opinion, so first big galaxy, that has to go in the C tier, personally. Yeah, I know, kinda harsh. I just don't care for it, honestly. Alright, next up, Honey Climb Galaxy. Its name speaks for itself, using the Bee Mario to climb on the honey. There's something very special about this one, but aside that, it's probably like, I don't know, I guess C tier. That's not, yeah. Bowser's Dark Matter Planet. This one's all about waiting and watching your step with the gravity. It's mostly waiting, so this one does get the lower end in my opinion, but I still give it an A tier. So yeah. Alright, Big Mouth Galaxy. This is a very interesting one that kind of sets your expectations a little too high for this one. So basically, you have to go get a shell, a golden shell, to open a golden chest. You go down and find the chest and you take it back, and yeah, that's the mission. It's an interesting idea, but execution, I don't know. It's just kind of like pretty mid. Gold Leaf Galaxy. This is the galaxy that makes you be like, huh, I've been here before. Yeah, it's just a mirrored version of Honey Hive, unfortunately. But there are different stars, so I'll at least give it that, but this is unfortunately like a B tier. But the setting is so cool, god damn it. I don't know what I'll just give it a B tier due to the lack of variety. Or I guess lack of originality, yeah, that's a better term. I don't know, this was probably one of those last-minute decision galaxies, honestly. Alright, I think the Sea Slide Galaxy. Okay, and here comes my most controversial take. People are not gonna like me for this placement at all, and I know it's gonna get hate. This is a D tier. I don't care. Hate me all you want. I don't like this galaxy personally. And the reason, like, I love the beach. Like, the song is good, but like, this does a beach area pretty, like, it's big, but maybe a little too big. Like, the stars you gotta get are so, like, you silver stars, it feels like you take forever. Purple coin mission is probably the worst star to get in Mario Galaxy history. And, like, doing the like, race with the shark, I think the shark race and then the race is kind of fine, but, like, everything else is kind of just whatever, honestly. I don't know. I think this is hard to put in D tier, but I think it's just too big, and the stars are not fun to get, in my opinion, so, yeah. Alright. Next up, Toy Time Galaxy. This is one of those random ideas you hear that works out really well. Also, this, I think, introduces the Spring Mario, which I know people hate, but aside that, this is easily one of the best charming galaxies in the game. S tier, easily. Bonefin Galaxy! Basically, you're fighting a bonefin shark. For the entirety of the galaxy. It's interesting for what it is. I'd give it like a B for Bonefin. Yeah, why not, honestly? Because at least you're doing a battle, which is cool. Bowdinger's Lava Reactor. This is fighting King Kayate's round 2 and not much more. A few obstacles you go through, but aside that, it's just kind of whatever. Maybe like, probably like C, honestly. Like, the boss fight is fine, but it's just a rematch. It's not even that hard. So, yeah. Alright, next up, which one is this called? Why is it not showing? Oh, Sand Spiral Galaxy. The gimmick of this galaxy is interesting. So you have to choose between Boo Mario or B Mario to go over sand. But who's gonna pick B Mario over Boo Mario, which has Boo Mario has infinite flying? So this just makes the point of this galaxy kind of disappointing. But aside that, the ending where you're like a planet kinda, it's kinda cool, but I give it like a C tier personally, so yeah. Deep Dark Galaxy. Well, it is a dark galaxy, I will say. Not much more to say other than going underwater and, you know, going to the ship, and then of course, like the darker side. I like the vibe of it, but some of the stars are kinda not fun, especially the purple coin. I mean, purple coins is fine, but I don't know. Kinda like it's like a B tier personally. Alright, next up we have is, which one is this called? Is this called, why is it not showing the name? Boo's Booyard. I guess that's what it's called. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's not showing. Boo's Boneyard. That's what it's called. So, basically, the whole mission is racing to Boo with Boo Mario. This is one of the better, smaller galaxies in the game, in my opinion. So, yeah, give it a B tier. Alright, next up we have is... Why are these so small, man? I can barely see. I think this is Dreadnought. Yeah, it's Dreadnought Galaxy. This is one of those, like, ambitious galaxies with cannons everywhere and obstacles you gotta look out for, but I don't know, this feels like one of those last-minute decision galaxies, but hey, still really cool, honestly. Alright, next up we have is Matter Splatter Galaxy, I believe that's what it's called. Not much I can say, but this is an interesting gimmick going on with this one, basically. There's, like, drops dropping around, and you have to, you know, wait for the platforms or walls to spawn when it happens, and it's like, it's a cool idea, honestly. I'd give it like a C for the Spring Mario part, honestly. Maybe a higher C at least. But yeah, if it wasn't for that part, this probably would have at least been a B tier, honestly. Gee, why the later galaxies, like, kind of whatever, honestly. Alright, next up, don't worry, this is actually a good later galaxy. It's called Melty Molten Galaxy. I love lava locations, and this one goes hard. I mean, not much more to say. It's huge lava, meteors, and, like, you know, volcano, and also a part you gotta run. This is easily one of the best ones, for sure. S tier. Snowcap Galaxy, F. This is the worst one in the game, I don't care. It's boring as hell. You're finding bunnies. This game really makes you find bunnies so many times. You have to hit flip switches to find bunnies and get a fire flower. It's just not fun. It's probably the one galaxy I dread playing, honestly. So, yeah, it's just, I don't care. It's an F tier. Alright, Rolling Gizmo Galaxy. This is the rolling the ball one again, but with a little more gimmicks going on. These two can be interchangeable depending on my mood, honestly, so B tier. Alright, next up, Loop-De-Swoop Galaxy. It's the same one, just, you know, slightly harder. Probably the same tier, to be honest. I don't really like these missions. Alright, next up is Bubble Blast Galaxy. So this is interesting. You need to get all the star chips while it's a bubble, but there's barely any checkpoints. So if you mess up once, you have to do the whole thing all over again. That doesn't sound fun, so that's why it's a D tier. Alright, next up we have is Bowser's Galaxy Reactor, the final level in Galaxy, and it really goes hard, honestly. That music hits, and the final boss is so good. This belongs in the S tier, honestly. And last but not least for Galaxy 1 is the Grand Finale Galaxy. This kind of acts as like the bonus area or whatever to this game. It's just getting all the purple coins while exploring the beginning of the game. At least you get to hear the nice theme, but aside that, yeah, it's a D tier. We'd rather do this over Snowcap Galaxy, though. Alright, and that's the whole list of Mario Galaxy 1. Now it's time for Galaxy 2. Alrighty, it's time for Super Mario Galaxy 2. If this is not in order, then whatever, honestly. Alright, first off we have a Sky Station Galaxy. The beginning of Galaxy 2, and it starts off strong. It's literally like a tutorial where you learn the game and stuff, and the level itself is really great, so this is an S tier, honestly. What's gonna be my SS plus tier? We'll find out, honestly. Alright, Yoshi Star Galaxy. The first galaxy, you learn Yoshi. First galaxy where you meet Yoshi, basically, and Yoshi is really fun to control. He's always fun to control, and I can say right now that, yeah, this is probably another S tier. It might be a basic one, but damn it, it's Galaxy, you know, I can't go wrong with it. It's Yoshi, I should say, but hey. Alright, Spin Dig Galaxy, the first area where you meet the spin move. It's an I bumped my table there. It's honestly a really cool galaxy to learn the drill move, honestly. It's really fun, honestly. Probably an A tier, though. Flip Swap Galaxy. This one introduces the flipping of the switches. You spin, you flip the switch around. It can do some really cool speedrunning. You don't have to flip as many times as you think. Honestly, probably one of the cooler galaxies. Probably like, it's pretty basic, but I like it. Maybe like, probably C tier. Above C. Fluffy Pluff Galaxy. This right here starts the tone of Galaxy 2. When you hear that music playing, you know you're in for a great time. It's seriously like a banger. You get the Cloud Flower. It's a banger. S tier. Right side down Galaxy. This is basically arrows moving up and down. Sometimes it'll be upside down. Sometimes it'll be the other way around. This one is honestly one of my favorites. I give it like a B tier. I don't know, man. A tier is like tempting, because I like the concept, so I think an A tier would work out. Alright, Bowser Jr.'s Fury Folata. This is basically, you know, the build to first Bowser Jr. fight with Gobbleguts. I remember struggling on this boss fight when I first played this game, and while I know how to play it now. But yeah, it's a great one, and yeah, A tier. You can really tell Galaxy 2 definitely improved with their levels. So yeah. Puzzle Plate Galaxy. Oh my god. I love this location. This level has nothing to do with puzzles, but that's a good thing. The music goes hard. Such joy. Such cheerful. I gotta put this in S tier. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna rank a lot of these based on music. Hytale Falls Galaxy. The layout of this area may not be super interesting, but the concept alone is great. You learn the Dash Pepper for Yoshi, and it's honestly really fun. I love the Mario World remix, so that alone gives it like a lower A, honestly. Boulder Bowl Galaxy. It's rolling with the Rock Mario. That seems to be either you love it because, well, It's awesome, and some people might find it a little tricky in one location, but we're not talking about that today. Overall, I really love this galaxy. It's a great one, honestly, to learn the Rock Mario, honestly. Cosmic Cove Galaxy, easily one of the most peaceful galaxies in the game. Like, it's an water levels, debatable if you like them in Galaxy or not, but you can't deny Cosmic Cove is so peaceful. Like, the music is so good. I gotta put this in S tier, honestly. Wild Glide Galaxy. Some people seem to not like using Fluzzard, and I understand, but I personally really like these levels, honestly. Like, flying with Fluzzard, listening to the nice music, honestly is great. I don't really have a lot of trouble with these galaxies. I'll still give it a B tier, though. Honey Bloom Galaxy. It's more honey, and it's mostly 2D platforming, which I don't mind, honestly. Not much more I can say about this one. It's a nice honey place, not being the one from Galaxy 1, but hey, it's still pretty solid. B tier. Bowser's Lava Lair. Watch out for lava on Bowser's Lair. It's the first Bowser area, and I say it does a pretty decent job. So, A tier. Tall Trunk Galaxy. It's a level all about trees, and Widows are here, and there's a slide. Easily one of top 5 galaxies, in my opinion. Oh my god, I'm ranking so many in S, you can really tell. Cloudy Court Galaxy. I think this is absolute cinema. You know what? Oh, not do that. We're gonna make this another SSSSS plus tier. I think we can almost anyone can agree that Cloudy Court is basically the best galaxy in Galaxy 2. It really defines Galaxy 2, honestly. If people say this is better than the theme is better than Gusty Garden, I wouldn't really disagree with them. Because yeah, it's that good. Haunty Hills. Is it Haunty Hills or Halls? Huh, I don't know. Whatever. This galaxy is another haunted location. It's Haunted Halls! They spelled it wrong. But yeah. It's a really awesome location with, you know, booze. There's another haunted place I kind of like a little more, but this one does gets the job done, so it's A tier. Freezy Flake Galaxy. Similar to Freeze Flake Galaxy, they combine ice, snow stuff with some lava in there, but yeah, I love the theming. I use this song a lot in my videos for a reason. Maybe not, I don't know, S tier? Yeah, what the heck, S tier. Rolling Masterpiece Galaxy. Well, they're not wrong about calling a masterpiece, but I really enjoyed this one. I know some people don't like these missions, but I personally like them. I still give it a B tier though, so yeah. Beat Block Galaxy. Introduce a gimmick that carries over to future games. Beat blocks. Listen to the music to get through. It's a simple location, but yeah. The fact I only have like 1 in C really kind of just proves how much these galaxies improve. Bowser Jr.'s Fearsome Fleet. I love when people say Bowser Jr.'s fight is basically Dr. Eggman or something. I don't know, something from like Sonic, and I don't really blame them. The boss fight itself is great, and the build up to the fight is awesome. This has gotta be an S tier, honestly. Super Massive Galaxy. Everything is big. And that's pretty much what this is. This is like Giant World from Mario 3. And yeah, I love this location. This is easily an S tier. Flitsville Galaxy. This area doesn't make me flip as much, but the concept is really cool. Flipping to one side to the other, honestly. I give it like a B tier. It's a good galaxy. I just think some others are better. Chompworks Galaxy. Easily one of the most interesting ones out there. Gameplay-wise, I know it introduces the Spring Mario, and one of the cosmic, there's like a cosmic clone mission that is not fun to deal with, but aside that, this is easily one of my most favorite ones. I'd say A tier. Sweet Mystery Galaxy. More sweets everywhere, and yeah, it's pretty much it's a smaller galaxy here and there, but I still really like it. This is a B tier, and also using the glow parry for Yoshi, that's really cool, honestly. So yeah, Honey Hop Galaxy. It's not Honey Hive Galaxy tier, but it's still a really good one. It just feels like it's a little crammed in there, honestly. But yeah, I give it like a solid high B, honestly. Bowser's Gravity Gauntlet. That's a lot of gravity, honestly, because that's pretty much what this is. It feels like a Bowser castle, really, literally, and there's also gravity stuff to deal with. Honestly, really good one, honestly. Give it like an A tier. Alright, Space Storm Galaxy. Oh man. Some missions I'm not a big fan of, but the vibe of this location is amazing. The music goes hard. I love the gimmicks with this area. Minus a few stars I'm not a fan of. I really love this location. So yeah, A tier. Slip Sand Galaxy, another desert. Oh, not much more I can say. It's a desert. This is a definition of... I don't want to put this in, like... I'm debating if it's in D tier. I mean, it's fine. It's a desert, but, like, it's so boring. Like, there's the sand that pushes you back, which I know is supposed to make the difficulty or whatever, but... in a game that most people seem to be fighting with Galaxy controls... Yeah, it's not the greatest. This is probably C tier, honestly. Sorry. It's better. Yeah, honestly, I'd rather play Flip Swap, honestly. You can tell my opinion on deserts. I'm sorry. Nintendo just can't make good desert levels, honestly. Alright, Shiver Burn Galaxy. This does the concept of ice and fire in a great way in Galaxy, in my opinion. Probably the best way you could do it. Like, using the Cloud Mario to cheat, the ice physics, of course, and then you have, like, the whole lava falling, and then you have the boss fight, which is awesome. So, yeah, this is easily an S tier. Boom Moon Galaxy, the better haunted location in Galaxy 2, in my opinion. You have a little maze to do, you have a mission where you're using Boom Mario again, thankfully only once. And, of course, is it once? Yeah, it's just once, actually. What the heck? You use Spring Mario and Boom Mario once. Kind of crazy. If only the B Mario can do that. Anyway, but yeah, I love this location, the moon little gimmick there, and of course, traversing through, like, the snake block. This is another S tier, honestly. Jesus, I have so many S. What the heck? No Ds. So yeah. Upside Dizzy Galaxy. It's basically the same Galaxy, right side down, but hey, it's a lot more going on. A little more gimmicky here, and I don't mind that, honestly. Probably same tier, honestly. Fleet Glide Galaxy, same one as the other one with the, what's it called? Wild Glide, but just in the factory, and it's a lot cooler in my opinion, so I think this is an A tier. Getting the Comet Medal can be a pain, though, if you're playing for the first time. Bowser Jr.'s Boom Bunker. Well, Bowser's not wrong about that. You traverse through a bunch of bullet bills and an awesome section. The boss fight is amazing, like S tier. Starshine Galaxy. I realized this was out of order. Damn. Yeah, obvious reference to Super Mario Sunshine. It may be a big circle with Delfinos and Sunshine feeling. Honestly, even if it's basic, it's gotta be S tier just because I love this location. And my Mario Sunshine bias. I have a Mario Galaxy and Mario Sunshine bias, by the way. Melting Monster Galaxy. I think I prefer the lava location in Galaxy 1 more, but this is still a really good one in my opinion. I think it's a little... I don't know, I could have expected a little more from it. But hey, I'll give it a solid A tier. Clock Ruins Galaxy. One of the most awesome locations. One of the best looking ones. The clocks are barely involved in this, but it's still a great galaxy. So yeah, some missions are kind of a pain though, but I still give it an S tier. Throwback Galaxy, the name speaks for itself. It's a recreation of Wasp Fortress from Super Mario 64. I should really redo my Mario 64 levels ranking, honestly, now. But yeah, this is an awesome location, and yeah, I really love this one. This is at least an S tier just for that. Battle Belt Galaxy. It's battling every enemy on the planet. Not much more to say. This is one of those, like, last-minute decision galaxies, so C tier. Flash Black Galaxy. A simple premise. Oh boy, it's dark and sometimes it flashes. There's not much I can say about this one. This is kind of one of the more least memorable galaxies, honestly. C tier. Slimy Spring Galaxy. Man, it's such a small galaxy that works really well. It's seriously one of the most peaceful galaxies, honestly. Even if we're being small. I think it's on A tier. It really feels like you're going on an adventure underwater, and that feeling makes it actually higher than most of the smaller galaxies. Bowser's Galaxy Generator, the build-up to the final boss, and that music, the castle, even the final boss, albeit the final boss itself is kind of mid, but it's just amazing, honestly. I almost want to put an SS+, but I'll give it a high S. It would have been SS+ if the final boss wasn't painfully easy. Alright, next up, Mario Squared Galaxy. It's about what you expect. 8-bit Mario, kinda. You see these missions sometimes. I don't know, give it like B tier, I guess? Fine. Roller Coaster Galaxy. It's another spinning ball on Rainbow Road. That makes it the coolest one of all of them, so A tier. Twisty Trials Galaxy. Talk about a nostalgia one right here. It's one of the Super Mario Sunshine secret missions. This is honestly one of my favorite ones. Albeit a little simple with the Cloud Mario, but aside that, Sunshine bias can't disagree. I'll probably give it a high B personally. Stone Cyclone Galaxy. Wow, a small little area from Galaxy 1 into a whole galaxy. Not much more to say, everything's just speedy. C tier. Flip Out Galaxy. This galaxy doesn't want to make me flip out, but the concept is still cool. If you spin, you move platforms and walls. It's kind of the same concept, and it's really brutal, honestly. But I like it, honestly. A tier. Boss Blitz Galaxy. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The concept of this is cool, but this should have been like a separate mode instead of a galaxy level that you have to do. Because it's kind of... I literally played Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2 back to back, so playing Boss Blitz kind of made me underwhelmed, to be honest. Like, it's just finding old Mario Galaxy 1 boss fights in different ways, and yeah, kind of mid in my opinion. And last but not least, Grandmaster Galaxy. The hardest galaxy ever. And it's might be like a B tier. It's hard for me to rank it over the more in-depth galaxies, but the challenge is still great, so sure, A tier, why not? Alright, and that's all my Mario Galaxy tier list, Mario Galaxy rankings. Also, the fact that I didn't put a single Galaxy 2 level in D or F kind of just shows Galaxy 2 really improved with levels. So yeah. Alright, I'm tired now. I'm going to sleep. Thanks for watching, everybody. What's your favorite galaxy in Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2? Let me know in the comments below. Later, folks.